Hello, in this video we're going to be looking at how to find the equation of a straight line given 2 points, okay, or it could be written as find the equation of the line that passes through 2 points. It's the same thing. So it's pretty easy to do. You just need to know the generic equation of a straight line, which is y equals mx plus c, and you also need to know how to find the gradient of a straight line given 2 coordinates. Okay, if you can do that, we're laughing. If you don't know how to find the gradient of a straight line, I've got a video on that which I'll put in the description, so you can go watch that and then come back. Okay, so let's look at 2 examples, and by the end it should be quite easy how to do it. So the first example we'll look at is, say we were given the coordinates negative 2.5, negative 2, and the coordinates 2, 7. Okay, so we've been given these 2 coordinates and we need to find the equation of the straight line that passes through them. So the first thing we're going to do is find the gradient of this line. Because we've been given 2 points, we can find the gradient. And so the gradient is, well, in our straight line, the m represents the gradient, okay? So rather than write out gradient, I'll just write m. And to find that, we do the change in our y coordinates divided by the change in our x coordinates, okay? Or the difference in y divided by the difference in x, same thing. So let's work that out. Well, we've got the y coordinates 7 and negative 2, so I'm going to do 7 subtract negative 2, and I'm going to divide that by 2 subtract negative 2.5. Okay, and we can sort of simplify this a little bit because we've got 2 negatives, they become a positive, so we get 7 plus 9 divided by, plus 9, 7 plus 2 divided by 2 plus 2.5. And if we work this out, we get that the gradient m is going to equal 9 over 4.5, or 9 divided by 4.5, and how many 4.5s go into 9? Well, it's 2. So the gradient of this straight line is going to be 2. Okay, so that's the first bit done, and probably the hardest part. So now, what I'm going to do is substitute this value for the gradient, this value of m, into my generic equation of a straight line, which was y equals mx plus c. So let's do it. We get y equals 2x plus c. Okay, and you can see for me to find the equation of this line now, the only thing left to find is this c on the end, this constant, or where the line intercepts with the y-axis. And to do that, I'm going to pick one of my sets of coordinates. Okay, it doesn't matter which one. I'll choose the 2, 7 coordinate because I think they're nice whole numbers and they're both positive, so they're usually easier to work with, but the other coordinates would work fine. And what I'm going to do is substitute those coordinates into this equation here, and that will tell me the value of c. So remember, coordinates are written like this, the x coordinate and then the y coordinate. So wherever there's an x, I'm substituting in 2, and wherever there's a y, I'm substituting in 7. So let's do it. We get 7 equals 2 times 2 plus c. And simplifying this, we get 7 equals 4 plus c, like that. And now I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides of the equation, and we get that 3 is equal to c. So the final thing for me to do is substitute 3, wherever there's a c, into my equation of a straight line. And if I do that, I get that y equals 2x plus 3. And that's the equation of the straight line. So that's literally all there is to it. Let's look at one more example where rather than a positive gradient, we'll have a negative one. So say we were given the coordinates negative 3 and 6, and 2 and negative 9, okay? Well, remember, the first step is to find the gradient of the line, so I won't write out the whole formula or equation for the gradient, the change in y, y divided by the change in x. I'll trust you can remember that. So m, which is our gradient, is equal to negative 9 subtract 6 divided by 2 subtract negative 3, okay? So I've done my difference in y's divided by my difference in x's. Then we get negative 9 subtract 6, well, that takes me to negative 15, and 2 subtract negative 3 is the same as 2 plus 3, so we're left with negative 15 divided by 5. Well, how many 5s go into negative 15, or what is negative 15 divided by 5? And our answer is negative 3, so the gradient of this line is negative 3. So now we're going to substitute that into the equation of a straight line, and we're going to get y equals negative 3x plus some constant c we need to work out. Remember, next we're going to pick one of our coordinates and substitute it in. Doesn't matter which one I pick, I'll just pick negative 3, 6. So let's substitute them in, and we get 6 equals negative 3 multiplied by negative 3 plus c. Let's expand it and we get 6 equals, well, negative 3 times negative 3. Two negatives multiplied become a positive. So we get 9 plus c. So subtracting 9 from both sides, that gives us negative 3 is equal to c. And so we get that the equation of this line is going to be y equals negative 3x minus 3. And that's it. That's how we can find the equation of a straight line passing through 2 points. Hopefully it was useful. If it was, go over to my channel and subscribe and check out all my other tutorials and past papers, stuff like that. Or go over to my TikTok. There's tons of worked exam questions you can watch on there. So thanks for watching.